Hi, this is Cale Clarke with the Faith Explained Institute. We're here in the Israel Museum in Jerusalem, one of the finest museums in the world. This is the Jesus of Nazareth exhibit. And we have here three important archaeological finds from the life of Jesus. As you come closer, you can see that this is an ossuary, a bone box, very ornate. This belonged to Caiaphas, the high priest at the time of Jesus. He was the one who condemned Jesus to death, along with the assistance of the Romans. And speaking of the Romans, we have here a stone which was discovered in Caesarea Maritima, referring to Pontius Pilate. Much of the inscription has been worn away, but here we have Pontius Pilate's name carved in stone. This was an inscription that the people of the region put on a monument dedicated to him. So Caiaphas and Pilate, who teamed up in the execution of Jesus, we have here archaeological evidence of their existence. We also have over here another bone box, not nearly as ornate, and that is for a good reason, because it belonged to someone who died as a criminal, a man named Yehohanan. And you can see in this image here how he might have died upon the cross. They crucified people in many different ways in the Roman Empire. Now up top here, you see the interesting find related to his ossuary. This is a heel bone which belonged to Yehohanan. The original is in the office of Professor Israel Hershkovitz at Tel Aviv University. And this shows how an iron spike was used to crucify him, but when it was nailed into his heel bone, they could not extract it, probably because it maybe either hit a knot in the wood or perhaps the limestone underneath. There's tons of limestone in this region, and at any rate, the spike fish hooked, and they couldn't extract it, so they buried him with the nail intact. Why is this important? There are some scholars, such as John Dominic Crossan, who suggested that Jesus did not receive a proper burial after his crucifixion, and that his body was simply thrown into a shallow mass grave where it was then eaten by wild animals. So forget about a resurrection. He doesn't even believe that Jesus was buried, much less bodily resurrected. But this shows that it was, in fact, a common practice in peacetime for a crucifixion victim to receive a proper burial. Not an honorable burial, mind you, but a proper burial. And so the fact of the matter is, it is 100% likely, and I think very, very sure, that Jesus himself was in fact properly buried before he was raised again on the third day.